First, I'm going to resaw a piece of construction grade 2x6. I start out scribing the thickness that I want. Sometimes it's useful to make a starter kerf on the corner with a back saw. Then I switch over to this full-size rip saw. From here, the process consists of repeatedly flipping the piece over to work on a section, sawing it down for a bit, and then flipping it again. Here's the first of many times when I'll flip it. It all just depends on how long it takes you to get through the piece. Flipping the piece over allows the kerf that's already there to guide the saw, and you're sawing through a thinner cross-section of uncut wood. Now with this second flip, I'm back on the first corner. You can see that I've made some progress on it. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. After a number of flips, I'm now able to run the saw down the length of the board, establishing the kerf so that it'll reach the far corner. I do this on both sides. Those lengthwise kerfs have given me my starting points on the far corners. And once again, flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Just about there, and it's through. That took 10.5 minutes. You never know how clean the cut surface is going to be until you lay the board open. Next, I'm going to make a very thin slice of soft white pine using a Japanese Ryoba saw. The Ryoba is a very thin blade and has no set to its teeth, so it makes a very thin kerf. The process is the same but goes a lot faster in this softer wood. Once again, I go lengthwise to connect up the corners. And in just 3.5 minutes, we're done. The thick piece can actually be resawn several times into multiple slices. For the last piece, I've got a small section of oak. Being a harder wood, I definitely want to start with the back saw, and it'll take me about the same amount of time as that larger piece did. But once again, the process is the same. Saw and flip until you're done. You definitely want to be sure that you've freshly sharpened your saw before this. You should also wax it repeatedly. And it's through. That was another 10.5 minutes. This is certainly one of the more laborious processes, but when you need a piece like this, it's a great skill to have.